Akil, Easy Corner Podcast, back with another one. Subscribe, rate, review, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcasts. This is going to be a great one. No high school athletes today, but this is still going to be a great one. Either or. A lot of topics surrounding it. A lot of topics. So people that have been listening to me for like multiple years, I never really touched on wrestling at all. But fun fact for me, I used to love it a lot when I was a kid. I stopped, goddamn, 2015, 16 on a consistent basis. But something happened last night on a Friday night that they grew my attention, they grew Easy attention, they grew Trey's attention as well. More so mine because I don't watch it as much like I used to, but WrestleMania is approaching. And I kind of want to get their thoughts on a lot of things that's happening because when I first saw it, I was like, oh, damn. The Rock is match. It was WrestleMania. But I just knew he bought some stocks and everything inside what he got going on. But then this morning, I got on YouTube and I looked at the video again. But what struck out to me personally was the amount of dislike, the amount of people criticizing it or saying a lot of negative things about it. Because, when you think about The Rock, we think like all positive shit. Like, that's how I think. I don't think of no negativity on The Rock. But for some reason, him versus Roman Reigns ain't getting as much. And people that know who Roman Reigns is, that's The Rock's family member, things of that nature. But I'm going to ask y'all, because y'all watch it way more than me. What the hell's going on? Why people don't like it? For me, I know I'm going to watch it as a casual. WrestleMania is The Rock. But, put me on, what's happening? Put me on some game right now.
Okay, so people are upset that the Rock basically is pulling a 2013, just like how he did with CM Punk, and he's taking Cody Rhodes' WrestleMania main event spot. And they're upset because Cody Rhodes went and won the Royal Rumble this past year. Then he pointed at like Roman Reigns, indicating that this was going to be his time to finish his story. And The Rock comes and basically bogarts it, and the IWC is in flames about this.
Yeah, just more like I think for the not just the casuals, but for like the non-stop wrestling fans, like more Trey than me, but like obviously that I keep up with it, but it's just more like knowing what Cody Rhodes actually kind of went through this past year, as far as losing and almost really coming close to beating Roman Reigns, a guy that has held the World Universal Championship for almost like 3 years now. So almost 3 years now. So for him to lose that WrestleMania, and then all of a sudden the very next night get attacked by Brock Lesnar and has wars with him, and finally beats him in the rubber match at SummerSlam.
Yes, sir.
Beats him at the rubber match at SummerSlam, and then all of a sudden going into Survivor Series, Randy Orton coming back. He was in that what's that match called? The two cages.
The War Games.
War Games match. So then all of a sudden he wins the Royal Rumble. Now you think like, okay, bet we're gonna see the rematch. I really think WWE is really pushing Cody to be the face of the company because we all know that Roman Reigns don't really shows his face a lot, but when he does, it's still special. He's still the best in the game. But I just think that people were anticipating this match, and don't get me wrong. We all know The Rock is a legend. We all know what he done for the business. He's one of the greatest ever. Like we've all discussed, we could probably a unanimous decision here can argue that he's on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling. Yeah. But the way that Cody has been built up, what he's overcome, I just think personally, Trey, I don't know if you agree with me on this, but the reason why I'm like you said, it's almost like 2013 and CM Punk. It's not about him winning the world title. It's about him getting that WrestleMania moment.
So for people that don't know who Cody Rhodes is, that's just listening or watching it. When you think of Rhodes, you think of Dusty Rhodes. Mm-hmm. For people that watch, but for people that don't watch, what's best to describe Cody Rhodes? Why? Okay, because for people that don't know, it has over 10 million views on YouTube, right now, around 70,000 likes, but there's an overwhelming of 220,000 dislikes. That's the most on their channel ever. So why people have this way about Cody Rhodes? Why he wanted to wrestle main event so much?
Like I'm telling you, it's just the story behind it, what he's been through since he's lost that WrestleMania match. And to go to the Royal Rumble, that Royal Rumble signifies if you win, you go on to WrestleMania. The only dude that I believe that did it a little early was John
Cena in
Randy
2008.
At No Way Out. But it's just more like he did it before WrestleMania. But like it looks so bad because it's just more like Cody earned it, but The Rock is reaping the rewards.
See, I didn't know about this. Okay. Okay, so he did win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, 2 years in a row.
And me used to follow wrestling. You automatically go like that's automatic. We know what time it is.
Exactly.
You look at the sign. You like, yo,
because I don't think you watched SmackDown up until we showed you The Rock. But
yo,
Cody was there to make the decision on what champions he's facing: him, Roman Reigns, or Seth Rollins.
And he chose Reigns.
Yeah, he chose Reigns, but he said not at WrestleMania.
So here's the thing: do y'all think when The Rock came back? Was that like a last minute decision from the higher ups?
I do. I think with everything that's been going on with CM Punk getting hurt, Seth Rollins is hurt. When you have the Vince McMahon scandal,
yeah,
and
MCL. So like he's gonna. He said he said that he's gonna wrestle through WrestleMania, but we all know he's probably.
And then I guess the thing is, people don't want to see Cody Rhodes beat Seth Rollins because he did it 3 times and he did it once with a torn pec before he went away. And with Cody Rhodes is somebody that left WWE, he made a name for himself, made a competitor to them, and then came back and then still reached that like pedestal that nobody thought that he would reach for that to be taken away. Has people in like an uproar, but. Like, what is WWE and TKO supposed to do with all the negative publicity that's been coming their way? Like, they had to spin it some way.
So this obvious a business decision. Money.
It's a business decision, but like even us as casual wrestling fans, it's a business decision. But I think the thing that's an uproar, we all know the outcome. Roman Reigns is not losing to The Rock at WrestleMania.
Right.
Like you said, unless the WWE, unless some type of last minute before they go to the curtain and The Rock wins, I think people are even going to be more mad if The Rock wins.
Yeah, because I'm thinking
because like if you want to get technical, nobody want to see Cody Rhodes take the title off The Rock.
No.
They want to see him take it off Roman Reigns.
Right. Because so for this get bad publicity on YouTube, because if you watch it on TV or on the video, it's a lot of cheers. There's no boos. But at the same time, do y'all think they could possibly switch? Like, you know what? This is kind of a bad decision.
It will look bad. It's too late. It's too late. Like, it's too late. You can't make a switch unless The Rock says I'm hurt. Yeah. And even if it's hurt, it just looks bad because Roman Reigns can always use you just got the spot because The Rock got hurt. Like you can't really. It's like almost like a second because it looks bad on Seth. It looks bad on Cody Rhodes either way. If they try to switch it or him going to the world title. Try to face Seth Rollins at Mania because it's just more like it looks like you're just giving him a second-hand championship. Because we all know as much as the World Heavyweight Championship is a workhorse title, Roman Reigns is the guy. Like, and he was right on his promo when he said yesterday. Like, isn't that the title, the number 2 title that I've already beaten everybody for? So like we all know like Roman Reigns is the guy. Cody Rhodes deserved to be in that spotlight and get his rematch. He's the guy that deserves to take the chip off of Roman Reigns. Like The Rock shouldn't do it. It should be him.
So what will be the angle now? Now that it's like gonna be Rock Reigns, Cody supposed to fight Reigns. Seth is hurt. CM Punk is hurt. So who can Cody fight?
Seth Rollins, and that's it. But the thing is that I can kind of see the long term. Like I can see how they do it if Roman Reigns beats Rock and he's the head of like the table, the definitive head of like the table. And if Cody Rhodes wants to be the face of the WWE, like he's trying to be so hard, he has to go through Roman Reigns. And you know what? I like the milking of it because that moment whenever he crowns it, that means that he's like for the past 10 years we've known WWE as the Roman Reigns show. Once Cody Rhodes pins him 1, 2, 3, is now the reign of Cody Rhodes. Yeah. So it's like they're prolonging us for that moment.
Because it's almost like a torch passing, just from like how Michaels did it with Stone Cold, that Mike Tyson when John Cena pinned JBL in Hollywood, it was the official John Cena era. Honestly, we can go back to 2002 when Lesnar pinned The Rock. It was the Lesnar era. So I just think that like it's not even that. Like Roman Reigns, they might not have, like that rematch deserves to be on the biggest platform league, and that's what I just said. Like, and it's just a shame. Like, how can you do it? And I think what made it even look even worse, that I think people probably would have not been as mad. And this is what I say, Trey. If Cody Rhodes didn't walk out the ring, that's what made it really even look even worse.
Cody shouldn't have won the Royal Rumble, bro. If like that's the case. Like,
yeah.
because people wouldn't be mad. It's like they wouldn't be expecting Cody in that title match if he didn't win the Royal Rumble and point at Roman. Like that's what has everybody upset. Like you told us this was gonna be it, and now that it isn't it. But if there's one thing that I'm gonna do is trust Triple H and trust Nick Khan. Like they haven't let me down yet, so I feel like they'll weather this storm. They'll figure this thing out.
So they're gonna get it basically. They're gonna fix things because they have time. I mean, we got what 6-7 weeks.
And the thing that's hard, I would say, Trey, I think the thing that kind of is gonna kind of keep us in the loop because we're on the road to WrestleMania. I'm gonna say this in the camera: Rock and Roman Reigns for the road to WrestleMania. Y'all motherfuckers gotta show up every week. Like it can't be no damn. Like, you can't because they already show up as it is. Roman Reigns don't even show up as it is. And there's no knock. He's the best. But like, these are two part-timers. Let's just keep it a being like. But the most important, like, y'all boys gotta be showing up to every SmackDown because Cody Rhodes shows up to everything, and sometimes he shows up to SmackDown and Raw.
Right, and that's what and it brings me to a point that I was thinking about when I think about dream matches. So like. I feel like for us, Hogan and Rock was like the first one, right? And I feel like ever since, not every WrestleMania, but I feel like sometimes they try to capitalize out the Hogan Rock dream scenario. Cena Rock first one, which was fucking great, I ain't gonna lie. Second one, throw it to the side. Now we got Reigns and Rock now, and it's like, but remember, Hogan and Rock in between when they was fighting, Rock was a full-timer at that time. Hogan was too at that time too. He came back. But they had matches in between. They had segments. They hit Hogan hit the Rock with the hammer and the hammer. And he took his truck and hit the ambulance. They had tag team matches. So they did things in between. Me personally, I don't see that happening with this.
It's not.
I see just trash talk, microphone, no brawl with wrestlers and people in the back trying to separate them like in the old days. I see them talking about it, getting on social media, yada yada yada. Showing up here and there, and then now the fight. I believe the fight probably gonna look. If I had to predict how the fight will look, it will look like a snooze fest, mediocre performance, more so like a holy shit moment. That's just me personally.
What gets me hyped about this is in storyline wise, we haven't seen Roman Reigns tested to this point in terms of star power. Like, yeah, he matched up against Cena, but he wasn't up against the '08 Cena that we saw growing up. Like he was against old man Cena that was willing to pass the torch anyway. Now we have The Rock, and it's for family this time. You can put a title in it, but at the end of the day, it's for who's gonna sit at the head of like the table. Because nobody in that bloodline has really put in the work that The Rock has too. So I feel like the pain is there. They just have to put it on canvas.
And Reigns is his cousin.
Yeah.
And he's okay. I know there's Rikishi, there's Umaga, there's a whole bunch. So, but that's his second. So the Rock is Roman Reigns' first, second.
It'll be like second cousin because Roman Reigns is Sika's son, and that's The Rock's uncle. Sika from the Wild Samoans.
Okay,
that's like The Rock's mom's brother.
It's like The Rock's, yeah, like it's like
his dad black. So that's how I know it's from his mom.
It's like his mom's
side of the family.
Yeah, it's his mom's side.
I mean, personally, I think if they do it right, the storyline could be one of the best storylines like ever. But they have to, like you say, they have to show up. Like
it's like if Roman Reigns wins, everything has to be taken from him. Like he has to be reduced to nothing but Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman. Like he has to have his scraps. Like Solo has to be gone. Jimmy's got to be gone. Like The Rock has to take everything from him.
Yeah.
If Roman loses,
wins because like Rock's probably gonna do the job anyway. So if Roman wins, The Rock has to take everything from him.
Is there Jey Uso too?
Yeah.
And he's beefing with Jimmy, right?
Not yet. I know that's a WrestleMania match that we waiting to see.
But can't that be like a tag team on Raw, SmackDown when it's Reigns and one of the Usos versus Rockin'?
Those big stars are not like those two are not. They're not wrestling on TV on SmackDown or Raw, bro.
I'm trying to see like what changed because they used to do that. It was always things in between.
They did, but
who started that shit? Brock Lesnar or something?
Damn near. Yeah, you can say that.
Cause I remember Taker had an exception. He was older. We didn't want to see him until WrestleMania. Like he had.
But even Taker kind of was wrestling a lot, like from that 06 to 11 period. He actually wrestled a lot. Like we didn't see him until WrestleMania, but like
he was still wrestling. He was
he would actually wrestle on some shows, like that great cage match he had with Batista.
Yeah.
Like Taker was still kind of wrestling.
And then Taker and Kane that wrestled on SmackDown against the Shield as recently as like 2013, so he's like not immune to it.
So it's like, I want to see something like keep it engaging because, I mean, casual fans are gonna see what happened last night, and then if they don't fight in between, we're gonna forget it. But like, oh, I forgot, damn, Reigns and Rocky.
Because what happens to LA Knight, Randy Orton, like it's not like 2010 whenever they were struggling with stars. Like WWE has so many stars at this point. Like I get with WrestleMania, like they're trying to sell it, but what if the fans, like you said, don't buy into it, and then it's like Philly, bro. It's Philly. Like you know how they are.
Because honestly, it's too thick. Because like I said, another match that flopped that was supposed to sell was that first because I think they were booing that first Lesnar Goldberg when Austin was who was the special ref.
I think so.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I look at it more so of a flop than a success because, like you said, you're talking about Philadelphia fans, dog. This isn't Houston. This is Philly. Like they will boo you. They booed their damn team. You know what I'm saying? They do not mind booing the Rock and Reigns. And I know this could be a crazy question. I'm a Rock my favorite. He's my GOAT. But I mean, like, for people that didn't see The Rock back in the day, they seeing now, it's like, they be like, oh my God, I'm tired of seeing him. Or if this fight fails, like, damn, does he go down the legacy tadpole? Like, I mean, I feel like it's set, but.
Yeah, that's going to be the worst part of it, bro. Because that's one thing that Roman can run away with. I beat y'all great one. Like, he beat the shit out of it. He beat Lesnar. He beat Cena. And then he beats The Rock. Like, this is what the now guys can be like, he's the greatest. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
He's really
He's really. I mean, I understand. Trey, you watch it more than me. I understand where the hardcore fan will come at now. I don't give a fuck what these new wrestlers do. They would never take Rock, Stone Cold, Taker, Hogan spot on my mouth. I don't care what they do. How long you said he's been champion?
Since 2020.
So he's what, like a 15-time champion?
No, he's like a 6.
Yeah, he's like a 6, but he's held it for so long. You know, he's held it for like the last 4 years. Which, like, I'm not opposed to long title reigns. I like Gunther's. I like his Intercontinental title reign a lot.
But think about it, I'm not. I get it, but like at least you gotta wrestle.
Yeah.
Pay-per-views like Gunther, he's actually still wrestling on Raw defending the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, that's what I was. We was walking in, and that's what I was saying. Like, remember back then, during that Attitude Era, even though it's like 02, 03, it was a struggle to get that. Like, you had to earn because you had to earn it from the fans. Think about some of the best. How many times Kane held it in his prime? Once, twice? You know what I'm saying? Remember, Stone Cold, what, 4 or 5?
6 times.
6 times. The Rock was 6, 7.
He got 7.
You know what I mean? Undertaker, what? Not even, I don't think he got 7. But I think probably later on, but remember that time, it was, because it was a struggle. You had to win over the fans. You had to have a great storyline. You didn't have to be the best technical wrestler. I mean, Kurt Angle and Guerrero and Benoit was, but at the same time, like you had to earn it. Now it's like dudes is just they said 4 years holding it, but he was.
And then it's like 4 years of him winning the title and winning it thanks to somebody from like the bloodline. I think people just want to see him win a definitive one-on-one because it's getting to the point where like every match is kind of yeah, it's like predictable.
What was the Rumble match?
Yeah, Solo came in.
He did.
So what's up with this? Okay, before I get to that, WrestleMania is 2 nights now.
Yeah.
So who will be the other main event potentially?
I think Io Sky and Bailey.
Oh, a woman.
They have like the Evolution 2004 storyline going on right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that'd be like, well, that'd be like the first night, maybe.
Yeah.
And the second night be Reigns and The Rock. It's still gonna sell out. I mean, it's still gonna sell out both nights. Y'all like that concept though, two night format?
I love the concept of 2 nights. I really, bro, like I just don't think Cody Rhodes with the world heavyweight champion. I don't like the consolation prize of it. Like just have him not even win a title because at this point, like he's just gonna go wrestle Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest. Yeah.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. When he walked out the ring, it did look. Cause The Rock said something in his ear.
He like gave it up to him. He gave his spot up. You pointed at the man and you gonna give it away?
So like you said, something from the higher ups.
They like needed to though, because the Vince talk was making them look bad. I get it.
There's a lot going on, WWE.
A lot going on.
And I kind of want to touch on that too. I know we didn't have like in the topics going in, but I kind of want to touch on it because it's kind of like we already talked about WWE, but like the whole Vince McMahon thing is. I don't want to get into too much detail and bring up the victim's name and everything, but like that whole scandal was like very, very, very bad. And then it reminded me of a scandal that happened with Vince McMahon with a woman ref back then, and it was the same thing. They kind of put it to the side in a sense. But that got dropped. That came back up out of nowhere. And it's like, man, I seen Eric Bischoff say that his name legacy could be ruined off that. You know what I'm saying? And it's Vince McMahon, but it's all. And it made me realize too, like with this scandal dropping, it go back to a lot of those segments he used to have. Remember the kiss my ass thing he used to do every week? You know what I mean? Like having people kiss his ass on TV. I think he had a storyline. I forgot what it was. I think it was probably with Stephanie about he had a child coming, like somebody was pregnant or something. I forgot who it was with, but it just made me realize like a lot of those things. Now like going back, like damn, like this man was sick as hell. Like if people got Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, and pull up some allegations of Vince McMahon on YouTube, like viewer discretion is advised. Like that is some crazy shit. But I do want to ask y'all though, will his name be tarnished? Because we kind of, I mean, he's guilty but not guilty in a sense, like it's not officially, but we kind of see where the angle's going. Do y'all think his legacy is tarnished?
I feel like with who the TKO CEO is, I feel like his past of cutting people short. If Vince McMahon is found guilty, they will do what needs to be done.
So what can you do as far as WWE now if he's found guilty?
The Chris Benoit treatment.
Omit everything.
But
it's like you can tell the story with them the same way you can tell that the NFL story of great running backs and include O.J. Simpson. You just, like the same way like they don't go into O.J. and talk about him and in depth. Like they'll just skip over Vince and talk about how great Stone Cold was.
I don't think that because I think Vince is kind of like a bigger deal than some of other guys you named. Like, as much as Chris Benoit, his stint wasn't really that long, and we tend to gloss over WrestleMania 20, but Vince, he's been in the WWE since damn near, he bought from his daddy.
But at like the end of the day, like it's $1 billion company. Like Slim Jim was willing to break out their partnership that they've been having since Macho Man, like over the allegations. Like if this is found true,
because it's almost comparable. Like I just think it's like almost a case like at Penn State. You're not forgetting about Joe Paterno.
but they aren't out there like making Joe Pa like documentaries though. And even then, it took like 10, 12 years for his name to be cleared. It's like they're just now talking about him again, and he barely had anything to do with it. Like I felt like this is like a Donald, was it David Sterling or Donald Sterling with the Clippers? Like I felt like this is a situation like him.
So basically, what's that show they have? Dark Side. What is it called? Dark Side
of the Ring.
This is gonna be a 3-part series, basically.
And Netflix, they have their own documentary on like him coming out too.
Of Vince McMahon?
Yeah.
well, they better go back and do some more editing and add this shit in there when everything is done. Because there's a lot of, what's some names in there? John Laurinaitis? Ain't there Leslie Brock Lesnar?
Hold on, because I heard that rumor about Pat Patterson.
Oh yeah.
What happened?
Pat Patterson used to be touching on people too.
And then Jimmy Snuka had killed his ex-girlfriend in the 80s, and Vince McMahon had got him off of that.
He sure did. I remember that. Woo! Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of shit happening in wrestling. But I want to stay in sports and move on to Trey's favorite team right now, the San Francisco 49ers in the Super Bowl. I know it's
Brockington per day.
Where'd you get that name from?
Nah, man, it just sounds good, man.
I thought it was a real name actually. But I do want to touch on the Super Bowl. It's kind of weird though for me because it's I don't know, but for me it's like this whole week. It's feel like people been talking about it, but it's not like a major hype because I think I know you're a 49er fan, so you don't care. A lot of people in America want to see Baltimore and Detroit. Let's be quite honest. People want to finally see Lamar get there. People want to love it was the Cinderella story with Detroit. They ain't never been far like this before. And I think the way those two teams lost is like a Debbie Downer. It's like, oh my God, fuck, Taylor Swift is in the goddamn Super Bowl now. We got to see her on the TV every 2 plays. Then you got the 49ers, which everybody like the 49ers, but nobody still don't believe in Brock Purdy. It's a nigga like he work at Old Navy, whatever. Because I don't have no problem with Mahomes. I just think the way these two teams lost and how they won, you know what I mean? I just think it gives off that Patriots-Rams vibe. Like people want to see the Saints and Chiefs that's that year, but then how both of those teams lost, it's like, damn, like it burned down the Super Bowl in a sense. But I know we're going to do our predictions. Ease, I'm going to let you go first.
My prediction?
It's funny, we never even talked about it. I know I said mine, but I never heard your prediction.
23-17, 15 in KC.
Mahomes winning. MVP?
Travis Kelce.
Okay. 27-17 Chiefs. Mahomes going to be MVP.
I got 42-10 49ers, and Brock Purdy is going to win his first of many Super Bowl Most Valuable Player awards.
That's such a fan answer. That was the most fan response ever. Okay, honestly, like take away the fans, it's just unbiased, like real, like final prediction, like for
42-17 49ers, Brock Purdy.
So you serious? Like
yeah, I'm dead serious. I feel like how the 49ers have come off, the fact that they got 37 in the second half against Detroit. I mean 34 points basically. Like imagine us fully engaged, start to finish.
But that's the thing. Can the 49ers be fully engaged? Like, because my thing is like if the Chiefs jump off, if they had a 20-7 lead, the Chiefs not blowing that lead. You know what I mean? Like the Chiefs Mahomes is not blowing it. Mahomes is better than Love and Goff. You know what I mean? So and then Andy Reid, of course. Are you sure? Like that means that means you got the 49ers jumping off crazy high. They shut down Mahomes. They confused on the sideline. They argue. It's like, yo, what the fuck's going on? Like 42-17 that's an ass whooping. Like that's a
discrepancy.
Yeah, like that's so like that's how you see the game playing now.
I honestly think that we're gonna do exactly what Tampa Bay did, and that's shut down Patrick Mahomes. Like he's gonna do him, but Brock Purdy and CMC, we're gonna wear him out. They're gonna have to play our game of football. Ask Dallas, ask Philly what happens whenever the 49ers are fully engaged.
I feel it.
But ask Baltimore.
And Baltimore whooped that ass. That was a Christmas nightmare, dog.
It's like
Christmas, San Francisco. Shit.
We learned about ourselves on Christmas Day, and I'm pretty sure it won't happen again.
I'm gonna tell you what's going on. I think that Baltimore game, it gave other teams blueprint on how to defend. But again, I always said it. Put a fucking hand on Brock Purdy. Bully him.
It's hard too because like I think the matchup I think a lot of people are gonna look forward to is that Trent Williams and Chris Jones.
Well, they not gonna let Chris in that middle.
But I'm just saying, like, just that whole San Francisco O line versus Kansas City D line. Yeah, we don't see.
Oof. Man, I just can't. Me personally, I just can't see Mahomes. They go through Josh Allen, go through Lamar, and then lose to.
But it's not no shame though if they lose though. San Francisco. Like I think you're just picking Kansas City because they have the best quarterback. But I think we all know. I think America knows San Francisco's a better team. I think San Francisco's a better team.
They got the deal.
Yeah, but I think 15. I think
he's the ultimate.
Yeah, he's almost.
He's damn near short, dog.
For real.
Damn. Dog, that's
damn near top 5.
Yeah, he's top. Yeah, 12 is Jordan.
He gonna pass up Brady already. He passing him up. We already know that.
Oh.
He damn near passing him up for a lot of people already. We can talk about it.
Motherfucker, stop hating.
It's not hating. It's true.
No, stop hating, bro. Don't do this shit. He's gonna pass up Brady.
He's not gonna. Why he can't pass up Brady?
Brady got fucking 7.
He can't get 7.
Okay, we'll see.
Well, you know what's
We'll
funny?
see. We'll see.
But you know what? I'm gonna say this. I don't think he has to have 7 to be considered the greatest of all time. Because if that's the case, in basketball, Bill Russell has 11. I don't think you have to get a certain amount of reason.
No, but the thing is, we're gonna see the situations. Because my whole thing is, I said Brady was the GOAT after probably Atlanta, but he solidified himself as the GOAT when he won it without Belichick. Let's see what Mahomes do when Andy Reid's go.
I think that'd be okay. Because remember, the one thing I like about Mahomes was happening right now. He's 2 for 2 on the challenges that people question about. And he went without Tyreek Hill, he did it. And then they said, oh, remember this year, dog, I ain't gonna lie. Nobody outside of Chiefs fans, I don't think Chiefs fans had to win the Super Bowl this year. They was looking bad, like it was horrible this year. Like they dropping passes, Chris Jones' contract situation, they arguing, Travis Kelce like he was out of shape. It was like a whole type of like, nah, I ain't going, it's Baltimore year. And they come in and just wipe out Miami, beat Buffalo, wipe out Baltimore. I'm like, dog, I ain't gonna lie. One thing about they are answering the call every time. Like, game down the road. I'm just saying, like, I mean,
the only 2 things I'm kind of looking.
Oh, and then the enemy too. The enemy thing too.
The thing that I'm looking forward to is more like Mahomes. You know, he got rid of Josh Allen can't solve him. Lamar can't solve him. Joe Burrow, if he stays healthy. But I think of 2 teams, 2 quarterbacks, I think that can possibly get Mahomes. I think it starts next year. Not next year, but like they can get him Mahomes a little bit off his throne. I think the addition of Mr. Harbaugh on the Chargers, I think we're going to see a better Justin Herbert. And I said number 2, I said I really think the other quarterback that can possibly get him off by year 2. Damn it, I hate to say it.
No, I know where you're going.
7 in Houston.
It's not wrong.
7 in Houston. Yeah, I said.
Well, why you say hate to say it though?
I'm not a Houston fan.
But you ain't gotta be. See, this is the thing.
Shut the fuck up.
This is the thing.
Guys, shut the fuck up. Nigga, you know. Shut the fuck up. I will never do that shit.
No, it's not
the
that.
fuck you mean, dog?
It's not that.
We want to be a fan. Shut your ass up,
You
nigga.
don't have to be a
Nigga,
fan.
see, this is the problem. I try to get extra credit, and a few others want to add extra. Just like when I told CJ Stroud, good pick. You know, this is why he can lead to the Super Bowl. Nobody said that shit.
What's wrong with that?
You shut the fuck up, bro.
What's wrong with that?
Shut your ass up.
This is kryptonite. If the Texans, I ain't gonna say if, they going to get to a goddamn Super Bowl in the next. I said it before on this podcast. In the next 3 to 5 years, hell, the shit might happen in the next 2.
Might happen next year.
Because the next location is San Fran, New Orleans, maybe Buffalo, because they're in their new stadium. They will be in a Super Bowl, and it's gonna eat his. Oh, it's gonna eat easy up a lot. But trust me, I wasn't the biggest Ohio State quarterback guy. I was like, God damn, I wanted Bryce Young here, other stuff. CJ proved me wrong. Prove me wrong. That will eat easier alive. Don't let the Texans and don't let the winner goddamn Super Bowl. Do not, because it's not gonna be anything to say no more. It's not gonna be they won because no. They got that motherfucker. The Astros already did it. The Astros already got there and won that bitch twice. They won with the whole cheating scandal, and they won with after the cheating scandal. So they already got them already. So if the Texans get them, think about how you just got this. Know what I said? You ain't gotta be a fan. Because you don't. It's the truth. Everybody knows it's not the fact that Mahomes will get dethroned. You know what I'm saying? But you have to find somebody that can do it. Harbaugh with the Chargers, that's true because they got the roster. They got to sign back Eckler though. He'll free. They got to sign him back. Number 2 is the Texans. The reason why the Texans make sense is not going to be just because of him. Of course, D'Amico Ryans, new organization, Easterby's out the damn door. The magic number is $72 million. That's a lot of cap space for this year. Old Texans, they're not going to use that money. They're going to be cheap as hell. They do whatever, do some bullshit. Draft Davis Mills in the 3rd round type shit. This Texans team, Mike Evans, come here. James Conner, let's talk to you. Eli Mitchell, San Francisco, your boy, talk to me. You ain't get no playing time behind McCaffrey. Come talk over here. They gonna pull some players, and they got 5 or 6 picks in the draft. Oh yeah, they gonna be serious. I know the schedule gonna be tough. They got Baltimore, they got Case, they got all division win. They got the NFC North next year. They gonna play Dallas of course. Hopefully that's a Thanksgiving game. Tougher schedule, but dog, if you have to pick 2 quarterbacks, I can see Herbert and CJ. That's because Josh Allen's gonna be shot. His confidence is done. That damn player they had this year, that was the time to do it. That was the time. Lamar Jackson. I'm not gonna write him off yet, but confidence, we got to see.
And I got to say, in the health of Joey B. If Joey B's healthy,
I
wouldn't bet against him.
Remember, T. Higgins is not going back next year either. I think that might hurt a little bit with him. And then I want to say Mixon is on 1 more year on his deal, maybe. I'm not sure. But those are 2. Herbert and Stroud. That's a big year for Herbert, though. Because, shit, you know, some of the quarterbacks on that pressure cooker now. You know, Justin Fields next year. Russell Wilson, where will he go? There's some other quarterbacks that's like kind of on that hot seat a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, his legs he solidified. But I want it's go time for Aaron Rodgers. I want to see what they're gonna do with the Jets. I want to see he got some moments of him choking in the playoffs. Sometimes he pissed me off, like, bro, you got the number 1 seed. You know, we talk about Peyton Manning, but damn it, like, Aaron Rodgers got some bad losses. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He got some 15-1 at home, lose to the Giants. It's 49ers twice. Tampa Bay should have ran. He threw it. He not off the hot seat either. But I think CJ Stroud can really do it. I do want to ask you though, 1 through 10, how would you rank Stroud's season this year? Best rookie quarterback season.
So I liked Cam's season. Cam Newton had a really good season. His rookie year.
Marino.
No, Marino was the Marino second year.
Oh, second year.
Second year. But,
I know Herbert had a good, but might be CJ. He went to the playoffs and he answered the call.
Joe Flacco went to the AFC Championship his rookie year.
Yup.
But I mean,
Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, 13-0. Yeah, start off. Yeah.
Yup.
I ended up losing to my Patriots in the AFC Championship.
So wait, are you still a Patriot fan?
Fuck no.
Not that Belichick gone. It's
no. When Brady left, I was done.
So who your team done?
Nah, I'm still looking, but honestly, I'm just a fan now. So.
Wait, I didn't ask you.
What?
Alabama.
It's done.
You don't need a fan of me?
Fuck no.
So who will be your team in college?
I'm just there to support the kids.
U of H?
I'm there to support the kids.
What about U of H?
Need a football team?
Well, just U of H, football and basketball. Especially basketball. Come on, at least basketball.
Well, basketball is just more like, I know those kids, so I'm always going to root for them. Because I said I know, like, LJ Cryer, I interviewed him in high school. Terrence Arsenal, I interviewed him in high school. JoJo Tugler, interviewed him in high school. Jay Francis, interviewed him in high school. So, like, I know those kids, so I'm always going to root for them.
I kind of want to switch to that a little bit. I just thought about something. Because U of H in the Big 12 this year. Mm-hmm. Think about these high school athletes. It just came to me just now. With these high school athletes, they in Houston, there's a lot of top dogs. Why? How many of them is going to like U of H? Like U of H be like the top priority, right? Like not
yeah, honestly, a lot of these guys, like I know LJ Cryer, Ramon Walker, Tremont Mark at the time, JoJo Tugler, and Arsenal. like were all like top 2 in the city, and they all went to U of H. So like I know like the guys that's from Houston, like probably when all them on JoJo ended up going to U of H, but usually like the top guys in the city, top 2 guys,
They staying.
they never stay. Yeah,
I don't see no point to leave. Like if you're a top guy in the city, and if you like ranked in the nation, you from Houston.
mm-hmm.
Why would you want to leave Houston? Like you in the Big 12, you're going to be in the March Madness.
The thing is, Texas leave too, so.
In Texas and SEC.
Yeah, Oklahoma. Yeah.
And honestly, U of A is a better team than UT, right? Like they getting all the shine.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've been following a lot of women's basketball too, and I don't know. Something just hit me after that April, dog. Like something hit me after that Angela Reese, Caitlin Clark. Like shit, it's like we was in the Magic Bird era or something. I feel like that we in right now. Like now you got Juju Watkins, Caitlin Clark, Reese. Bro, like this is the first time I can say, like women's basketball is better than men's college basketball. Like, and it's not even close. Like it's not like it's here or men's here. Like, cause we just named off like 4 people right now. I honestly cannot name 3 top dogs in men's college basketball. Easy help me out. It's like I'm not saying like just guys you go from high school.
No, it's just more like it's simple. In the I mean, in women's college basketball, they get to fucking stay. For college basketball, if you're good, that 1 year, 2 year, you're gone. In women's college basketball, it's like almost 3 or 4 years. Like we've seen Caitlin Clark for 4 years.
Yeah.
But that's the difference. Like you get market stars who come back. Like Angela Reese won the national championship, and she got to come back.
There's storylines to it.
So yeah, so it's just more like it's 4 years.
Yeah.
Like if you get to leave early school, it might not be as hot. But the fact that you got Lindsey Van Leith, Haley Van Leith transferred from Louisville to LSU.
The storyline.
Yeah. So it's just more like the reigning player of the year, Caitlin Clark is here. The defending champions, damn near still got their quarterback. Like
I think because they balling too, and they
they're balling, but like I just said, it's easy when you know them people are sticking around for the next 4.
I think there's been some times in men's where it's like Zion, he had
but you knew that eventually they were leaving. Like you were talking about something, man. This is the #1 pick. When the last time you really be hearing people talk about like who's going to be the national champion? You're usually looking at mock drafts. In college basketball, who is winning the national championship? Can Caitlin Clark get it done?
Because that's what it is in women's, like who will win. Because like it's a big level gap between like the 1 seed and the 12th seed in women's basketball.
Yeah.
Like now, and then South Carolina on a revenge tour. Like,
Exactly.
So they like, look, we coming for blood now. Yeah. There's a lot of storylines, but the thing is, I think they eye poppers. Like Juju Watkins, 51 as a freshman. When Caitlin Clark graduated, well, Juju Watkins, here you go.
Yeah.
Face college basketball, take it. You know what I'm saying? You're the best one on campus. You better than Bronny and them. You know what I'm saying? Like, she balling. Like, would they beat Stanford that was top 10? Hey, here you go. Caitlin Clark. That's why I want to see them in the Sweet 16 or something. Like, that'll be, just must-see TV. And I just think it's the eye popper. Like, because Angela Reese, she's a good player. And I think I seen Cheryl Swoops talk about this on Gil's Arena. She was talking about how they're good. Like, Angela Reese is good, but she don't believe that. Well, Angel Reese. I don't say Angela Reese. Angel Reese is good, but she's not going to pop off immediately in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark is not going to. I believe Caitlin Clark can. I could be wrong, but I think she could pop off faster than Angel Reese.
Yeah. But she's a better player.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
And I hate that people try to make her a race thing. You got to root for Angela Reese because Caitlin. Nah, bro, like Caitlin Clark could ball. I didn't know who she was until April. I didn't know. I was like, oh shit, okay, this is a real match. And I don't think it'll be a rematch. I don't think LSU gets the championship this year. Just watching them, I think South Carolina gonna probably get them. That's just the outside looking.
But the thing is, like, remember Iowa was the one that beat South Carolina. So like Iowa was I know. Yeah, like if LSU, to me it was the matchup. I know if LSU would have saw South Carolina in that Final Four, South Carolina would beat them. It would have been Iowa and South Carolina in that championship.
Yeah.
The thing is LSU's probably trying to avoid South Carolina until you're waiting for somebody else to knock them off.
Yeah, because I mean, and it's. I think the fan of me, like the casual fan, the outside looking in, is like I just want to see like the big matchups. Iowa versus USC, USC versus South Carolina, teams like that, because we're getting close to March Madness, and I don't really follow college basketball until after Super Bowl, All-Star Weekend, and it's like, but for some reason this year for women's, it's like I don't catch the games live, but I'm watching, like I'm keeping up with what's going on. It's like, damn, like this get like March is gonna be crazy on the women's side, like seriously. But that's gonna be the interesting part. I kind of want to touch. I kind of want to stay on sports a little bit. And I was thinking about the NBA when I got here. Not more so of like all-star snubs and all that. It's whatever. That shit happens every year. It's always some snubs. But I've been noticing a lot of things with the Lakers and LeBron. Y'all seen that question they asked him about the Knicks, because they played them tonight. Basically, like, he thought about joining the Knicks. I don't know if it's like for attention or whatever, but more so of like, it's his last year on the deal. And, Lakers ain't looking too good. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, like, shit, Bronny's going to come out. I mean, even though he shouldn't come out, he's going to come out to the draft. It's LeBron's last year. Can y'all see that happening? Leaving the Lakers?
Man, honestly, just more like you
Oh, do y'all even care? Like, isn't even like
because I think at this point, LeBron, like, you think he playing for legacy in a chill, but he's really not. He's just waiting for Bronny so he can do his thing.
That's what it gives me. Because they talk about rumors of firing Darvin Ham, but I don't see why to fire him. But the whole thought of like trying to join a different team and all this, it's like it's coming back in the air a little bit. It's giving that sense of like he might leave. Me personally, me being a LeBron fan, I don't. He's not going to win another ring. I mean, he could if he's on the right team, but I don't have the Lakers going this year. I hate to say it. The only two teams I care for that I think can go will be Nuggets, Clippers. For some reason, I know that I say I'm over here rooting for the Clippers in a sense. Fucking James Harden's on that team, but it's not gonna be because of him. I want to see Westbrook. I want to see Westbrook get a ring this year. I kind of want to just see him just ride from the sunset and get his ring this year and go. Because I was gonna
go. What you mean?
He might retire. I'm not saying he retires.
Westbrook.
I want to see if he get a ring this year.
No, he can still play.
He can still play.
Fuck.
But what will be the points of play?
Nigga, why not? Chase that 27,000 points.
What he had done?
25. He had 25 last night. You got 25,000 last night. Congrats, Russ. If you win, I'm gonna get your. If you win the chip this year, I'm gonna get my third Russell Westbrook jersey.
Clipper version.
Yeah.
Man, I just think like I want to root for them, but then
because if he wins, bump
I
that. Number 3 point guard of all time, baby. Number 3. Nigga, Steph Magic.
He bumping Isaiah?
Nigga, hell yeah. He bumping that nigga. Fuck that.
Fairly, yeah.
He bumping Isaiah time to do the ring this year?
Nigga, if he wins one ring.
So where's he at right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
He's outside my top 5, bro. I love him, but he's outside my top 5.
So he bumping Oscar?
He's bumping all the niggas. Get out the way.
So let's say he wins, he get like 11 points a game.
I don't give a fuck because I know if that nigga Chris Paul won one, we're averaging 2, y'all bitches would be like, I told you, Easy. I told you. Nigga, shut up.
No, if he win it,
Trey. If this nigga Chris Paul wins a ring averaging 2 points a game, he's like, he's one of the greatest.
I don't know,
He's one of
man.
the greatest point guards of all time. I thought he's top 5. He's number 4 to 5 me.
You fucking, I'm not doing this, bro. We do this every year. It's
wrong,
all right. We do this every year, and he fails you every year, so I don't care. I get more pleasure of him failing. I'm sorry. Chris, it's not you. Well, it is you, but it's coming.
Bro, tell me the story.
What you mean? What you mean? Like, the only thing I get tired of, Chris, everybody just makes excuses for that nigga. Like, oh, he's a 6-foot guard. He's 6 feet. He defied the odds. Oh, in OKC, that team was trash.
That was true.
Man, shut your ass up, bro. Like y'all don't hold LeBron and Steph and KD to that standard. So stop trying to give Chris Paul the sympathy reasons. That's what y'all do. Y'all give him the sympathy reasons. Oh, he did this. He makes teams better, but you haven't won no damn shit.
He do make teams better though.
By doing what? Losing in the second round? I can do that shit.
Okay, see.
Like I said, stop trying to give him the sympathy.
New Orleans Hornets.
So, y'all giving him the sympathy, bro.
But okay. We know Golden State gonna win the championship this year. We gonna throw that out. Russell Westbrook got a very, very good chance of
winning. Yeah, if he wins, Russell Westbrook just need one to me. Just give me one.
I mean,
give me one. Top 3 point guard of all time. Russ. And Russ we trust, baby.
So if he gets 2, then what?
Oh shit. No, he still can be number 3.
So he can't. Steph, Matt, those for a long time, basically.
For a long time.
Okay, but who's number 1?
Magic.
Okay.
Magic.
That's one to make sure. My original pick before they got Doc Rivers was Milwaukee Bucks, but dang.
Dockington.
I ain't like. As soon as I saw Doc Rivers get hot, I said, "Fuck,
Dockington.
Dang, not getting a ring this year."
Dockington Rivera.
I just realized, and not only that was a messed up situation.
It really was.
My theory is that he was a consultant / mentor to Adrian Griffin. He was dying. He probably hated doing commentary or something. And was like, look, talk behind the back and whatever. Because I don't see a reason of them firing Adrian Griffin. They look the same. Mm-hmm. They try to be like he kept getting to with the players and all this other stuff. Stars run the league, and it's like looking at. I mean, it's only been 2 games, but damn, Doc Rivers is eligible to coach the All-Star game because the Bucks can have the best record leading into All-Star weekend.
Hold on, what's the Celtics record?
I think the Celtics just lost. They just lost to the Lakers. I think they tied.
Damn.
So there's a chance Doc Rivers, through 2-3 games, could be the coach of the All-Star.
I can't stand the NBA, especially that 65 game MVP shit.
I don't like it either. I like it, but I don't like it.
Yeah, I like it, yeah, but I don't like it.
If you get hurt seriously and you got to be out like Joel Embiid, I think that omits you from that 65 game restriction. Because you can't play on that. Because he's averaging down to 37 a game. Bro, who the last person to average that? Kobe in that 06 season?
Was it hard to average like 30?
Yeah, Harden. This dude put us, but he gonna miss some. He gonna miss some games. It's gonna get past them 17 games. He gonna miss. Yeah. And it's just like.
Sorry, Joel. Should have never done a joke.
Anyway, that's messed up. I think they should change to where it gotta be omitted. Like if you get hurt seriously, because if you tell your ACL 20 games left in the season and you've been playing like unanimous MVP.
You're the MVP. I don't care. You got hurt.
Well, I'm talking about it's like if you play 62 games, but then you miss 20 because you can't miss more than 17. But you was playing like lights out. What is that?
But I get it though, because man, I'm not giving you an MVP after 55 games. Bro, no, I'm not. If you heard
so who's next in line right now to you?
For MVP?
Yeah.
Honestly, I like Shea. I think Shea, I like Shea. Sure. I just think what he's done with OKC and stuff like that, I like Shea.
Shea Gilgeous, what about Ant?
I don't know. He's doing well, but it's just sometimes hard what night who's the best player on the team, him or Karl Anthony Towns. I just think in OKC,
it's Shea.
We know Shea.
Damn, and the Clippers had him.
But they traded him though with one of the trades. That was like the Paul George shit.
Paul George.
Yeah. So
they're both equal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they had him, but I just said sometimes with situations like that. It's just more you never know until you step out. We all know that OKC had James Harden.
Yep.
So that doesn't happen if you don't leave the situation. So you can say he had them all he wants, but
that's true.
We didn't know what Shea was really gonna be.
How you like the Rockets so far?
They straight.
But you like where they going on? Yeah. I know we talked about it in the summertime, so I just wanted to get the middle.
Like I just said, all these Houston teams are gonna be it's dead in Texas, bro. It's gonna reach its peak, and then you're gonna be doing what y'all doing, getting the playoffs. Y'all go to all these games, woo! And all of a sudden, here we go at the biggest moment, the epic fail.
But who does that now, though?
What you mean?
The Astros clearly they already. We already talked the Astros already. They won their shit. Texans. The Texans. Oh, but you seen the Texans? But they going here though.
They're going here.
Come on, dog. You know they going.
But the problem is they're going here, but all these other quarterbacks are still young. So that's the problem. Like, it's not even like they're going here. But nigga, like, Mahomes and Allen and Jackson and Herbert and Burrow, it's like 25 plus.
Yeah.
So it's just more like they go in here and they're gonna get roadblocked like every time. The Texans are like bad traffic. Yeah, they ain't moving.
I think the Texans. I think the Texans can beat Miami.
They can beat Miami.
They can beat Miami. They can take on Buffalo.
The Texans are 5 o'clock rush hour, bro. That's what I'm starting. Damn, moving, bro.
But okay.
Good Trey. Good nationally televised game come play on time for the Texans. That's just silly. Like, you know, which game you want? You want the NBC game? You want the ABC game? Or you want the CBS game with the Fox? Never mind, not Fox, you're not NBC.
Yeah.
So that's what the Texans are, bro.
But I say the Rockets. They young, getting better. The Rockets. Like I told you, the Rockets ceiling is gonna be this year 8th seed. They'll be in the play-in. They'll get that play-in.
And the thing about it is, people are good with that. They're good with that. And then all of a sudden, in like 2 years from now, I'll be like 2 years from now, like what? Everybody else still gonna be in the league. I'm trying to tell you, man, Houston teams are bad traffic. Bad traffic teams, bro.
Just Texans, Rockets.
Man, the Astros are on the way to getting back on the line, too.
Why?
They lost their boy Dusty, right?
No, but so actually, who they got now was the bench coach. He's actually what a lot of people wanted because of, and Dustin was already he already said that he was already about to retire, but they went younger with their new manager.
But the funny part about it is with baseball, I never understand how like managers manage them a little bit. Because like it ain't like football or basketball you can draw plays. Like motherfucker, you better hit and pitch.
It's so
It's like
so what it really comes down to. It comes down to your decision making. So like baseball, perfect example. It was when they played at the Rangers. It was game 5 of 4 when Altuve hit the game-winning home run. He had the decision to make to put in one of their bench players over Pena. It was because Dusty got ejected. Dusty would have kept Pena in their game. But the bench coach they got now, he made the decision to be like, no, we're going to take out Pena because he had been batting good. We're going to put John Singleton in that we picked up in the middle of the season. And he was the guy that made the critical walk that led Altuve to get on and hit the home run. So it really just comes down to your decision making. Who's going to be your rotation? Who's going to be your 9-man lineup? What to do in that 6, 7 inning? You know what I mean? It's just like that. So I think that a lot of people like that they got. I got to look up his name. The bench coach, because he came from the Yankees. And he's been with us since 2017. Okay. So, and then the Astros got loaded. Jesus Christ. They got a whole rotation. They just picked up Josh Hader from the Padres. Astros ain't going to, you ain't going to run with the Astros. You're going to see another parade in Houston probably next year. Now, with the goddamn, yeah. Okay, I want to touch on something that's been happening this past week with the Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion situation, or beef, whatever you want to call it. So of course we know Megan dropped her hit song. Nicki come out with Bigfoot. Now, mind you, I don't know how this beef started. I don't think a lot of us know how this beef just started. But it's quite interesting to me, personally. Not because she was on the show 6 years prior. More so on both sides. So I'm going to touch on Nicki's sides first. We all know Nicki Minaj, in a lot of people's eyes, unanimously, best female rapper of all time. Cool. I agree. The one thing I always say about Nicki Minaj, and I've been thinking about it this whole week leading up to this, is I noticed, and I think a lot of us notice her move. If she feels threatened, if her throne feels threatened, Cardi B, Megan, a little bit of Lotto. What they all have in common with Nicki is that she take these subtle shots at them. And we like, how did this happen? Like, we look at this Megan situation, we're like, okay, where did this beef start? we really thought Megan was just talking about a bunch of things she had to get off her chest. I didn't think of that song as a shot directly just at Nicki Minaj at all. And when Nicki come out with the Bigfoot thing, we like, hold on. You're revered as the greatest female rapper of all time. Why are you taking these shots? When it feels like when your throne is threatened in a sense, it's like you're bound to say something. And you're Nicki. You don't have to do that. That's in my opinion. On the Megan side, if her mom was still alive, a lot of these things wouldn't happen. Tory Lanez situation, what happened that night, never would have happened. This is never. I never told this before, but I had a talk with one of Megan's people at the time. Her mom wasn't too fond of Moneybagg Yo, but when you're an adult, you make your own decisions, right? People try to look at, Megan Drink situation. A lot of these rappers try to take shots at her, say these negative things about her, how, mess around with the industry, blah, blah, blah. This is a grown-ass woman. She do what the hell she want to do. I remember back in 2020 when the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez situation popped up, I said on numerous occasions, like, hey, look, we all truly don't know the situation. Just because she's from Houston, we all went to the same school, she was on the show, I'm not automatically going to just take a side. I'm not going to be biased. I'm going to be the guy in the back and be like, look, we just don't know what happened. And a lot of the girls that was Team Megan at the time, rightfully so, got mad at me. But remember, in 2020, Megan was at her peak. She had fever. She had Big Old Freak. It was a lot of things that was happening at that time, so she was at the top. She could regain that status. But on Meg's side, a lot of these things that's happening in her life these past few years, past 5 years really, don't happen, I believe, if her mom's alive. Because now it feels like a lot of things is being searched, right? It's like she has these friends, she's losing them, she gaining new people around her, a new team. It's like searching in a sense, searching for that trust. We all do it in life. It always happens. We try to find somebody to lean on, right? You had these best friends, you had Kelsey since college. Now, with that, they didn't grow up as kids together. Like, you just nip that in the bud. Kelsey and Megan was friends since college. Business partners, became very good friends. Whole Tory Lanez situation pop up. Then now they separate ways. That's them. They didn't grow up since they was in diapers. It wasn't that situation. But to me, we always love in hip hop some type of beef and competition. But sometimes there are some unnecessary competition, unnecessary beef. And to me, this Megan and Nicki Minaj situation is unnecessary. Nicki Minaj, you're revered as the greatest female rapper of all time. There's no reason for you to take a shot at Megan and talk about Bigfoot. That's laughable. There's no reason to do that. And Megan, I think she just got to keep grinding, keep going. There's no turning back for her now. Like, this is a critical year. She's finna go on tour. She's finna drop her album. This is a big year. Don't let Nicki Minaj situation step in front of you, because if your album goes top 5, top 3, maybe number 1, now people gonna forget about the song Bigfoot with Nicki Minaj. People gonna forget about that because it's gonna be Team Megan. Now I agree with you with the Rockets. Texans, they win the Super Bowl. I ain't gonna say what year, but they gonna be there. Rockets, I'm with you with the traffic jam. That shit was funny. I don't agree, but it was funny. Was it 5 o'clock traffic?
It's 5 o'clock traffic, bro.
I'm with you, dog. I'm with you. I can see that. I can see that. But nah, enough. I ain't gonna talk about Houston sports no more. And they're probably around draft time. But I saw something interesting. It's kind of outside of sports, but I seen something that I kind of agree with. I saw on the news. It was a news article with Madison High School out here about starting Monday banning cell phones. And we all three of us grew up in the era. I'm pretty sure a lot of people that's listening grew up in the era of shit. We had our damn iPhones in school, playing iPhone games and doing all that other shit. I know You still work at what's the name, right?
Hey, I'm in A-Leaf.
You in eight now?
Yeah.
Since when?
It's August.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you ain't gonna say what school.
Yeah.
Is it middle school? What you think about that? So because you work with the with the kids and everything, banning the cell phones. You think that's a good thing or bad thing?
It's a double-edged sword. Like, I understand it, but I just think that doesn't solve the problem. The only thing that's happening is the fights are just getting posted off the phone. So that's it. And I guarantee you, like, I don't think it's gonna work. But a lot of the comments were just more like, you think if something happens to my child and I can't get in contact with them, and you guys don't want to pick up the phone? No, like, you're not gonna take a kid off their phone for 8 hours in school. I'm sorry, like, I know people not, especially like seniors, there's almost grown adults. Like, hey, turn your phone.
That's crazy. Chris Catchings, Marshall, you 18. You can't have no cell phone.
No.
I know. I'm just giving an example.
Yeah.
I'm just it's like you can't. It's to me when you go that route of taking cell phone from kids. Now it's like the last resort. You lost control of your school.
No, but it's not even that. To me, it's just more like, how is this solving the fight situation?
Right.
Like, the thing is, you just don't want people to see it. Like, that doesn't mean the fighting is not happening.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just more like, to me, the cell phones are the last concern about, like, we can't control the fight, so we're taking away cell phones. What the hell? I just want to know how, like...
I don't get it. Because, like you said, if it's about that, then it's, to me, it's a last resort thing. Like, because now you kind of like, school's supposed to be, you're learning things and all that, but it's still supposed to be fun, in a sense.
Yeah.
That's just how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's still going to be fun, you engage with your friends, yada, yada. They can make whatever excuse they want to make why they took it away, but I just believe that being like the last time of not having control of the kids, the students that's there.
And the funny part about it is, they said no cell phone stuff like that because of the fighting. I was looking like, isn't it the school cops that be having the evidence? They go, this is too far. Right here.
And I don't know what the phone's going to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, like, okay, I take away the phones, then what? What's next?
Exactly.
Now the kids even bored, not even more pissed. Oh, fuck this school, yada, yada. Now you're just angry for no goddamn reason. Now you want to fight in the middle of fourth period, skip class. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't see the angle with that. And I don't see the schools picking that up. Like, I don't see Marshall, Episcopal, Westbury, like.
Oh no, them private schools, them parents would be up there in a heartbeat.
Like, I don't see it. And it's like, Madison is HISD, right?
Yeah.
Isn't like HISD is just like lost its whole, like it's just.
Because they got that superintendent from Dallas. So he's trying to change everything.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so there's a superintendent that came, he's actually tried to get rid of school libraries.
That's him. I heard that.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah.
What are they trying to give libraries for?
I don't know if they were trying to do like funding for other different stuff, but yeah.
I mean, unless you're gonna make more AI technology based, cool, but not sit around and not take away. No, it's like we're going here with HISD. It's like it's getting to the point where they trying to take away public schools. It's getting to that point. Everybody going towards the private schools, especially in sports. Like I don't really see the angle. I don't see the angle at all. But it kind of leads to the point where what happened in Florida with Governor DeSantis. In Florida, I don't think y'all probably seen it, that kids that's 16 and under in the state of Florida cannot have social media. And I love it. If you're 16 and under, you are not allowed to have social media. And to me, that's something that should be positive because, we in an age now where people get bullied a lot. They don't feel like you lose lack of confidence. You're a 13-year-old little girl, little boy, let's say little girl, for example, and you take a picture, you gotta use this filter, you get bullied, it's all these other things that's negative when you're a child, and you shouldn't have to be dealing with that. So, and it's crazy when I saw it, it was a lot of people that like took it as a positive because of what happens to these kids at a young age. Just kids committing suicide just based off of some shit on social media. Now, mind, there are some great things on there. There's some athletes that's in Florida that's 12 years old, 13 that has a whatever social media account. But how to counter that could be let your parents take over that account. Get on there if you want to post your highlights, do all these things. But as far as like the ordinary average child that don't play sports, that just get on and take pictures and selfies, it's like, what's the whole use? So I don't agree with a lot of things DeSantis do, but that's one of the things I heard. Like, damn, that's some great shit. I can fuck with it.
I I like it. I feel like from a security standpoint, like there's so many vulnerabilities on like the internet that we normally don't even think about. And I think with some of these programs, these platforms such as like TikTok, it's like like people in China don't even, like the Chinese government doesn't even let their own kids use it. So I think us being like our kids shouldn't use it. Like it's not negating the positives from the internet. It's just like these platforms that do, like there's been a rise in mental illnesses for kids, and I feel like this has a direct correlation. They can still use the internet, and I think this goes back to banning schools and I mean banning phones in schools. Like I think the issue might be recording fights for the likes on social media. Now, if you're using a phone and you're less than 16, you can only use it because I'm looking up something, I'm researching them, I'm getting better, and that's just my 2 cents on it.
No, it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense because you got a lot of like security issues that can pop out, and that can get and kids don't really know how to access a lot of things. Perfect example, I got a son that's 9, and he don't play rope. His mom wanted him off of Roblox because of a lot of the kids is online saying stuff and saying things and all that, and he's engaging back and forth in the sense. I caught him saying some words, and I was like, damn, it got to that point. You know what I mean? Like,
So, like when he said that, what'd you say?
so how I found out, his mom told me.
What did you tell him?
So, honestly, before when he was in school, when I heard about it, I laughed myself, but then I just told him, like, don't be saying those. I just gave him a word. I still play the game. I was a kid playing the game.
You're about to say no. You were a kid in the attitude era.
Right. Yeah. For sure. I was a kid in the attitude era, and that was the beginning of online game. But it was more so of other kids saying stuff to him negative, and he didn't know how to use the goddamn word. He over here said creepy bitch fuck. Like he just typed like you're like, come here, you creepy bitch fuck. Like he saw somebody say that and he typed it. You know what I mean? Like he don't know. He don't go around because he's a good kid. He's an overall good kid. He don't get no bad reports from his teachers. But that can lead down the road of that. So they need to bring that mother to Texas. I would bring them.
No.
So you don't like this?
No, I don't like it because at the end of the day, like my whole thing is there's not a lot of so some of these kids take them new ones off of social media and see what and see that.
I feel like they're the exception though. It's like how many players do we see on like social media? Like it's like we make a lot of mixtapes.
Yeah,
but
but it like sometimes it's just more like I'm not trying to like it's almost a thing that you trying to discipline the bad ones and it's almost and like the good ones got something for them. Like some of them use social media as their platform to speak. Some of them use it, some of them use that and stuff like that. To me, it's just more like parents probably got to get a better handle. But taking it all, especially in a social media era, like at the end of the day, it's the era. Like we're not going backwards. Like it ain't the old days. Like kids are making bread. Kids are this is their pathway telling their story. I said I can't stop a kid from doing that. That's sometimes the only kids, the ones that can express themselves and stuff like that. So I just look at it, especially as a teacher. I look at these kids. They all got social media. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I say. At the end of the day, parents got to do a good job monetizing that. But to me, it's just more like, I think it's just more like the do's and don'ts. I think we have to, that needs to be like some type of class on what to post. On what to post and the do's and the do nots. Look, that's how you help and make better. That's how you make change. But you just strip it from them all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden, it's almost like, when you say some kids are homeschooled, and then all of a sudden they're out in the real world, and you're like, damn, these kids are kind of socially awkward. You feel me? At the end of the day, like other kids like engaging with other people. And this is one of the ways that they engage with other people.
I would say there's a couple things to work around that too. Like if let's say you're an athlete in Florida and you're 15.
But I'm saying, but like I understand, but like I don't think it should just go just for athletes. I'm just talking about the norm. Like I just feel like we penalizing good kids because of the bad kids' mistakes.
I mean, but like if there's a spike in these mental like illnesses, like it's not like the minority. Like the minority in these cases are those people that's using it for like beneficial purposes. But there are kids that are on social media and they don't know how to think for themselves. And they can still be on like the internet, right? Like these people with voices, like they can still upload a YouTube video. Like the Newmans on YouTube, they'll still be successful like teenagers, but I feel like it's like those teens that don't have a direction, right, that might be at home and now they're subject to following people that they do not know on like the internet,
Yeah.
and then like that's just like what I've always been worried about on social media. Like there's so much good, but at the same time, like you say, like there has to be moderation from somewhere. And and if the parents haven't done it so far in this generation, it's got to be from like the government.
Yeah, my son is halfway almost to like when he gets to 12, 13, I don't know if I'm going to just let him be on TikTok. I'm gonna have to monitor it. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to monitor that stuff because there's a lot of bad shit out there for him. He can get influenced by. You know what I'm saying? And for me as a parent, that's gonna be the main thing. And I can see that law coming to Texas eventually. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not one of them things where people gonna have like a negative connotation. So we're like, oh shit, cool. That's cool. If you tell me, hey, my son he is not allowed until he hits 17 to have social media, perfect. That's fine. Because now, if he really wants to do it, I control the account. I'm controlling his YouTube. I'm controlling his TikTok. I'm controlling his Instagram. Not him. I control it. I get to decide whether or not this gets posted or not. Do I want comments or not? Do I want him to see the like? Because people get affected by likes. You know what I'm saying? People get affected by comments. So especially when you got these, like the average kid, like the average 14-year-old boy or girl that's trying to find a way in life that gets bullied at school. Look at social media as a way out. They get bullied on there. Now there's nowhere to go. The walls cave in. Can't talk to your parents. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to talk to them. Now you go to mental illness, suicidal thoughts. It's a lot of those things, and I think that's where DeSantis came in and said, look, we're going to stop this because probably the suicide rate in Florida with kids is probably high as hell. It's probably like on some shit like, damn, like we cannot have these kids thinking about that at all. That's the future. So I mean, I that's something I would get behind if it comes down to it. If that's something I got to vote on, I'm saying, yeah, bring it to Texas. And there's not a lot of things I agree on when it comes to Republicans, but hey, I'll take that. Been a lot of, like I'm telling you, there's a lot of good shit. I don't know what's happening in 2024, but there's some shit happening with these Republicans. And it's like, damn, like the whole Abbott-Biden immigrant situation, it's like, damn, they're like, about to build a civil war with that. You know, Abbott's like, look, we want to keep them out. Biden's like, hey, come on, bring them in. It's like, hold on, wait. No, stop. Abbott's like, hey, oh, hold on. We don't want this anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to control it, you know? And I was like, man, this is 2024 is going to be an interesting year to vote. Interesting year. And it's one of the things that I feel like for the first time, especially in our generation, because I want to say, well, my first time I voted was 2012. What's up?
No, my bad. I'm sorry to interrupt.
What's up?
Well, not my eyes, later. I was gonna say. You think y'all be interested in doing the interview tomorrow, Monday?
What day?
Tomorrow, Monday? Because I think I could probably get the kid gear.
Will break?
Yeah.
What's tomorrow? Sunday? Oh, I work.
You work tomorrow?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I work tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow, Monday.
Oh, ain't Monday. All right. I thought you were off. You're off Tuesday.
I'm on Tuesday.
Oh, okay. That's the game. All right. No, you're fine. My fault, y'all. You know I still
Let's
live.
tell them pull to the game Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that. But our vote was 2012. Because your vote, when was your first vote? 2016?
2016, yeah.
So, boy, Trey is proud to be an American.
Proud, man.
To be an American. Hold on, did I see that?
You sung that the first time. You did.
Fresh and basic training and everything, man. That thing was a big
That
deal.
was a year?
Yeah.
Damn. So it's crazy. So I believe this will be the first time a lot of, especially black voters in our age range, it's not going to be just looking at that D side, Democrat. It'll be the first time that people's like, yo, who gonna win the Republican race? Trump? DeSantis? Hey, it's me a lot. Reason why? See what the fuck's going on with Biden. Look at our era. Groceries high. A lot of us in apartments, rent high. Everything's going up and up. Didn't he say put past the George Floyd Act? We've been waiting on that. What's happening? You told us, hey, that's one of the first things. So I think now, because when we voted, you understand, like we wanted Obama, and I don't believe in that. We didn't do shit, bro. Obama, salute.
Change gonna come, just like Barack said.
2016, Hillary. You know what I'm saying? We want to see a woman get in the office going against Trump. There was a lot of shit going on with Trump at that time. 2020, we were like, yo, a lot of bullshit happened. We want him out. Whoever running against Trump, let's get him out. Now we enter in 2024, and we going back to 2020. We was like, damn, what's really the difference? Like, you just sit back and think about right now, we're in 2024, and you think about 2020. What is the true difference? The groceries is high. The rent is still high. You know what I'm saying? So now what's going to happen, when this race comes, do not be surprised. Because it's looking like Trump going to win the Republican. I'll just call it what it is. Like he's going to win. You're going to see a lot of black voters, our generation. They ain't going to probably tell you. They ain't going to tell you. You know what I'm saying? They going to talk to you pop like, who you vote for? I vote for Trump, bro. You know, there's going to be a lot of that. Don't be shocked. It's not about that, hey, the man it's not about none of this. It's about what's taking place, what's happening, what's going on right now. And then you promised us something that you didn't deliver. You promised us the student loan situation too.
Them loans are still trying to.
They trying. They calling me every day.
Hey, what you doing? I don't live here.
Hey, I don't pick up. I don't say shit. I get these letters. I don't do nothing. George Floyd Act. We've been waiting. Obama at least gave us Obamacare. My mama still love that Obamacare shit. Hey, Medicare. Hey, she love that still. I get it. But you're gonna be a lot of them private talk to your homeboys, homegirls. Hey, what'd you go for? I ain't gonna lie, nah, I'm not strong. I ain't gonna shame you. I'm not gonna. Hey, rightfully so. I'm not gonna shame you.
You guys made it out of this. She voted for him last time.
I look up now, dog. At this point, we're like, I'm not neither. I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I got older and realized
It don't matter.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something. Shit matters locally. You know what I'm saying? I still believe it. And I know we're gonna touch. I'm gonna touch a little bit on the JK Park. I know we're talking about it. I still believe. Listen to that shit. One thing I took away is that at the end of the day, and I already knew this already, but it just solidified it for me. The president do not have 100% power.
Oh,
It's not. It's still things you have to work around to get the ultimate answer.
yeah.
You got the House, you got the government, CIA, you got other pieces that you got to get through. You know what I'm saying? People try to say the whole, when he was in the House, I think either 08 or 12, the House was mainly Republicans. If you're the president and you're a Democrat and the House is one side and you're the other, it's gonna be some stepping blocks to get to what you want to achieve, right? So it's like, man, like if you come and tell me that I'm one side, I don't care. I'm not gonna view any other different, any other way. I do not give a damn. Hell, I think at some point we gotta start looking at some of these guys because it'd be more than 2 presidents on that ballot. They don't have the money to go on the Republican race and do all these other things. But if you told me you one side, cool, I'm not tripping because at the end of the day, you still have your right. Sometimes, hell, maybe some points I'm like, I agree with one side. Sometimes I agree with the other side. DeSantis, social media, 16 years and under in Florida, Republican, I agree 100%. That's just my take on it. Trey, I know you work in the military, and I know you might have more of a take in this than me, but I'm just on the outside looking at it. I'm not a politician. I'm not a political person. I don't watch CNN, but I just look at some things that's like the JFK shit, and I'm like, damn, I don't listen to some shit like this.
I like Trump too.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Hey, but that's the program they want us to think. They want us to go against. Oh, you like, I don't care. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't. Because I don't view a person a different way if they was Republican, Democrat, whatever you are. Because everybody have their reason. And one of the reasons why people say they love Trump, because if you're an entrepreneur and you're a business person, the tax is lower. When you're 19, 20, you first vote, you don't really think about that. You get social media to divide that in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a landslide. It's gonna be a landslide for sure. You vote these?
Oh yeah.
Who you got? You gonna wait till November?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Trump running a landslide. I think he was in jail though. He's not getting in jail. He's not getting there. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot. They will probably have some stat after election time, but like it's more black votes for Republicans in this age range more than ever before because everybody's pissed off these groceries. 6 items cost you $56, and that's average. It ain't getting you nowhere. So that's my take on it. But I knew he was laughing earlier. That's how I feel on it though. Any last words?
No last words for me.
Troy, 42-17?
Yeah. 42-17, Brock Purdy, 3 touchdown passes.
27-17. That's my last words.
23-17. Almost number 2.
And next year number 1, right?
Hell nah, never.
Easy Corner, Real Do the Kill podcast. We are out.
We out.